So Kentucky won. They beat LSU 87-82. Now they're going to be facing Mizzou. Dennis Gates had a pretty good season, 20-11. Now they're going to be facing Kentucky Wildcats, who had a 19-12 season, and both of them are 10-8 in the SEC. Now Kentucky is 20-12 because of that win against LSU. Not necessarily a bubble team at this point. Both of these teams are interesting in several different ways. I'm looking at both of them. I'm seeing several different stats that can make a difference. Now, earlier on in the season, uh, when the two of them played, it was a Missouri win, 73-68. So this is, both these teams have changed in that time, got more experience under their belt, figured out how to work as a team. Both of them are good teams. Both of them have centers that are pretty darn good. Both of them have guards that are pretty good. Mark Pope is somebody who, it's his second year at Kentucky, took him to the Sweet 16 last year. Did not bad with BYU, did not bad with Utah Valley. Dennis Gates is in his fourth year at Mizzou. Had a really strange season his second year, but his first year got him to the round of 32. Last year got him into the first round. And this year, they're looking right on mark to do about the same. Both these teams should be interesting. Now, Kentucky's going to be a little winded because of the LSU game, and Mizzou's going to be going in with fresh legs, so that might make a difference. I'm looking at these two teams, and the one stat that I actually like when I'm looking at stuff may not be as big of a factor as other parts of this game. So we're going to go into this game by the numbers as I always do because I'm a stats guy and you got to do the stats. So let's get to it. Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics, do a little basketball and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, General Robert Neyland, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades, had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it. Since they're lower seeded, we're going to start with Kentucky. They scored 81.2 points a game. They allowed 74 points a game. 46.6 field goal percentage, 72.3 free throw percentage, 34.9 3-point percentage, 8.3 3-points made a game, 16.2 assists. They did a good job against LSU, 34.5 defensive rebounds, 10.1 turnovers a game. That's not bad. 4.3 block shots. And on top of that, 7.1 steals. Now, if you're talking Kentucky, you got to talk Otega Oweh. 31.8 minutes, 18.2 points, Oh, by the way, Otagoaway leads in points, steals, and blocks. Or, no, points and steals, sorry. I went one too far. 4.5 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1.8 steals, zero point 0.2 blocks, 2 turnovers a game. He's the only one at that mark. That's one of the worrisome factors, but considering all he does, I ain't complaining. 47.2 field goal percentage, 35.5 3-point percentage, and 73.2 free throw percentage. He's a shooter. Denzel Aberdeen, 29.6 minutes a game, 12.9 points, 2.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, zero point 0.6 steals, 0.1 blocks, 1.2 turnovers, 43.1 field goal percentage, 35.7 3-point percentage, and 79.2 free throw percentage. By the way, he leads in assists with that 3.5. Colin Chandler, 26.2 minutes, 10 points, 2.9 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 1.2 steals, zero point 0.3 blocks, 1.1 turnovers, 44.1 field goal percentage, 43.1 3-point percentage, and 82.7 free throw percentage. Now, he's also a shooter, but he's a distant shooter. Mohamed Diabate, 21.3 minutes, 8.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, zero point 0.9 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, zero point 0.8 turnover, 52% in the paint, but 13.6 3-point shooting. I mean, he's a forward, so that makes a lot of sense. 63 free throw percentage. Now, leading defensive player is Malachi Marino. He's doing 1.6 blocks, leads in that, 6.6 rebounds, leads in that. I'm not liking their field goal percentage, but their top scorers are getting in there and doing what they need to do. They've got a decent defense. Could be a little bit better. You know, I would like to see a lot more block than they're given. But 7.1 steals, it's okay. I mean, their defense is a little shaky. That's what I'm thinking when I'm looking at this. But they've got a solid offensive side, and Malachi Moreno is doing a lot. This is this is a decent team. Now let's look at Mizzou. They're scoring on average 79.9 points. They're allowing 75.3 points. 49.1 field goal percentage. You're 24th in the nation in that. 68.7 free throw percentage, 34.9 3-point percentage. They're making 7.3 points a game, 14.3 assists a game, 32.1 defensive rebounds, 11.6 turnovers, 3.5 block shots, and 6.6 steals. Now, Mark Mitchell leads in points, rebounds, and assists. I don't like it when you see a guard leading in rebounds. But, he's doing a lot of work here. 33 and a half minutes, 17.9 points, 5.2 rebounds, 3.6 assists, zero point 0.7 steals, zero point 0.5 blocks, 1.9 turnovers, 54.7 field goal percentage, 32.6 3-point percentage, and 66.7 free throw percentage. Jaden Stone, 30.3 minutes a game, 13.5 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, zero point 0.3 blocks, 1 turnover, 48.4 field goal percentage, 38% 3-point percentage, and 80.2 free throw percentage. Trent Pierce, 28.3 minutes a game, 10.8 points, 3.9 rebounds, 1.1 assists, 1.1 steals, 0.3 blocks, 0.8 turnovers, 49.7 field goal percentage, 40.4 3-point percentage, and 73% 73.7 free throw percentage. Anthony Robinson, who leads in steals, 26.9 minutes a game, 9.1 points, 3.1 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.5 steals, zero point 0.3 blocks, 1.7 turnovers, 41.1 field goal percentage, 30% 3-point percentage, and 67% free throw percentage. Also, their center, Sean Phillips, leads in blocks with 1.5. Their defense is shoddy, but and to be honest, their offense is a balance to it, but at a lower clip. It's a solid team. I mean, they get in there, do what they need to do, but they're not blocking like they should. They're not stealing decently, but their main scores are real shooters. Their assist numbers are low. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Their assist numbers are low. But Mark Mitchell, who, yeah, a little high on the turnover rate, is still getting the ball to who it needs to get to a lot of times, but not as much. They rebound really well, though. I mean, that's their shooting percentage. I like that. Their rebounding, I like. They're not working as much as a team as they really should. And their defense is a little bit weaker than Kentucky's in a lot of ways. They're allowing more points to be scored against them than Kentucky is. And Kentucky's scoring a lot better. Going to be interesting to watch. So I'm looking at both these teams and I'm going, they're both solid teams. Probably both of them deserve to be in the NCAA tournament. They both have 20 wins. I mean, you can't knock a team for having 20 wins. Uh, that's usually one of the hallmarks of a team that should make it to the NCAA tournament. But I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at both of them, and yeah, Mizzou's got its positives. Kentucky's got its positives. I think this is going to be Big Blue Nation. I think that the Wildcats have this game. I'm not saying that it's going to be a lockup. I think it's going to be a fight. Mark Pope's Wildcats have to prove that they want it, but so does Dennis Gates' Tigers. I'm just looking at this, and I'm not somebody who likes Kentucky. I'm really not somebody who likes Kentucky. I liked Clara Strack for the women's team this year, and I kind of low key like Mizzou in a lot of ways, but I don't like them for this game. I think that Kentucky got fired up from that win. They saw that they needed that win to get into the NCAA. Now they're wanting to prove themselves. And Mizzou being higher seeded than them with that win earlier on, I really do think that Kentucky can do it. I think they can pull it off. I think it's going to come down to who's going to be a little bit better defensively, and I think Kentucky is a little bit better defensively. Who's going to work better as a team? Kentucky's able to do that. Rebounding is going to be key. I don't think that the around 2% difference in field goal shooting is going to make that big of a difference. I mean, they're the same with 3-point percentages, but Kentucky's making more 3 points a game. Okay, it's only one more 3-pointer a game, but that can make a difference. Seriously, I think that's what it's going to come down to. I think that's the keys to this game. But you tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, seriously, you tell me if I'm wrong. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, folks, before you leave, if you're can't become a member via my YouTube channel, which that's for my thinker. I've also got sports. I've got a Patreon. If you really, really want to help me out, I would be much appreciated. But hey, hitting like, hit subscribe, hit commenting, all those things really help me out. Have a good day.